So you finally did it. You bought a Tesla. No more gas stations, no more oil changes, just silent acceleration, a giant touchscreen, and that instant torque that makes you feel like you're driving the future. But here's the part nobody talks about. For thousands of Americans in 2026, owning a Tesla isn't just about saving money on gas anymore. In fact, for some owners, it's costing way more than they ever expected. And the craziest part? Most of these costs don't show up until after you drive off the lot. Let's talk about it. When people buy a Tesla, they usually focus on the sticker price. Maybe the monthly payment, maybe the tax credit. That famous $7,500 federal EV incentive sounds great, right? But what many buyers don't realize is that not everyone even qualifies for the full credit. Income limits apply, vehicle eligibility changes, and some states have already reduced or eliminated local EV perks. So right away, some buyers are paying more than they planned. Then comes insurance. This one surprises almost everyone. Tesla insurance premiums in many states are significantly higher than comparable gas vehicles. Why? Expensive parts, advanced sensors, costly repairs. Even minor fender benders can turn into multi-thousand-dollar claims. There are owners reporting insurance increases of hundreds of dollars per year compared to their previous vehicles. That's not exactly saving money. And then there's charging. Now don't get me wrong, charging at home can be cheaper than gas. But installing a level 2 home charger? That's not free. Depending on your electrical setup, installation can cost anywhere from $800 to over $2,000. Panel upgrades? Even more. And if you rely on public fast charging, supercharger prices have quietly increased in many areas. In some cities, charging during peak hours can get surprisingly close to gas equivalent costs. So the dream of fuel savings isn't always as dramatic as the marketing makes it sound. But we're not done. Let's talk about depreciation. Tesla used to hold its value extremely well. But as EV competition heats up and price cuts happen more frequently, resale values have become more unpredictable. When Tesla lowers prices on new models, it directly impacts used car values. Owners who bought at peak pricing have seen thousands wiped off their resale estimates almost overnight. That hurts. And then there's the battery question. Yes, Tesla batteries are designed to last a long time. Many go well beyond 100,000 miles. But once you're out of warranty, battery replacement costs can range anywhere from $12,000 to $20,000 depending on the model and condition. Now, realistically, not every owner will face that cost. But the possibility alone changes how long you might want to keep the vehicle. And that affects long-term ownership math. Let's talk repairs. Unlike traditional cars, not every body shop can work on a Tesla. Certified repair centers are limited in some areas, which means longer wait times and sometimes higher labor rates. There have been cases where relatively minor accidents resulted in long repair delays because of parts shortages or sensor recalibration requirements. Time is money. Now here's where things get interesting. Electric vehicles are evolving fast, really fast. New battery tech, better range, faster charging, more competitors entering the market every year. What does that mean? Today's cutting-edge Tesla might feel outdated sooner than expected. And that psychological pressure, the feeling that something better is always around the corner, can push owners to upgrade earlier than planned, which, again, costs money. Now let's be fair, there are real advantages. No oil changes, fewer moving parts, regenerative braking reduces brake wear, smooth driving experience, quiet cabin, strong performance. For many drivers, especially those with short commutes and home charging access, Tesla ownership absolutely makes sense. But the financial story isn't as simple as EV equals savings. It depends on where you live, how you drive, how long you keep the car, whether incentives apply, insurance rates, charging habits. And here's something else people don't talk about enough: opportunity cost. If you're financing a $50,000 Tesla at current interest rates, you're paying thousands in interest over the life of the loan. That money could have gone toward investments, savings, or other assets. When you zoom out, the real cost of ownership isn't just the monthly payment. It's everything connected to it: insurance, charging setup, depreciation, financing, maintenance surprises, market shifts, and expectations. Because sometimes the hidden cost isn't even financial. It's expectation versus reality. People buy a Tesla expecting the future, a revolution, a statement, and for many, that's exactly what they get. But for others, it's just another car payment with different trade-offs. So does this mean buying a Tesla in 2026 is a mistake? Not necessarily, but it does mean you should run the numbers carefully. Compare insurance quotes before buying. Calculate charging costs based on your local electricity rates. Check incentive eligibility. Think about how long you plan to keep it. because the smartest EV owners aren't the ones chasing hype. They're the ones doing the math. And as the EV market matures, the conversation is shifting from excitement to economics. That doesn't mean electric cars are failing. It just means the honeymoon phase is over. The market is growing up, and buyers have to grow up with it. So if you're thinking about buying a Tesla this year, ask yourself one question. Are you buying it for savings, performance, status, or convenience? Because each reason comes with a different price tag. And sometimes, the hidden cost isn't on the window sticker. It's in the details you didn't look at. If you found this breakdown helpful, stick around. We're diving deeper into the real economics of electric cars and what's coming next in the EV world.